Hi crafty peeps, it's Deborah from Creative Life, and today I am sharing with you a simple Mother's Day card that you can make with envelopes. And if you saw my past video, I'm a guest designer for Country Craft Creations, and you got to look at all of the fun wonderful items that Tamara sent me from her shop, and one of them, well, a few of them, we're going to be using the new Authentique Felicity Collection, and the two papers that I only took two papers from that collection to make this, and one of them is the Felicity 5. It's the two-sided paper, and that looks like this. That's one side, and then this is the other side with the little butterflies. So, and that's the other side. Okay, then we're going to use the Felicity 2, and it's double-sided as well. Those gorgeous flowers on there. And then the bright yellow pattern, it's gorgeous. And then we are going to be using the Echo Park foil paper that she sent me. So I'm going to be using that. So those are the three papers that we're going to be using. We're also going to be using two, I think they're legal size envelopes. I have a cream one, and then I have a white one. And so you can use either one. But they, I think, are, what, 9.5, or, so they're 9.5 by 4. So lengthwise is 9.5, and then they're 4 inches this way. So we're going to be using one of those. And let me go ahead and show you what we're going to be making. Okay, we're going to be making this fun little card. I made this years ago from Stampin' Up. It was like one of the first projects that I made. And you cut the envelope in half, and then you put something inside, like a gift card, or I have a packet of seeds, flower seeds that are in there, and you just slide it in like that. So it's really simple and easy to do, and that's what I have in there, is just a simple flower seed packet. I thought they make like really nice, simple gifts for either, you know, co-worker, if you want to give them something for Mother's Day or their birthday, you know, any occasion. But I just think that they're really cute and simple. And you will also need your tool that makes the corrugated look. So that makes that look right there. Right there. So you'll need that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. The only stamp that I used was the Mother's Day stamp, and that's just from my stash. And then I had already cut out a few items, and I will tell you the measurements, and I'll also post the measurements below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and, oh, the other thing I forgot to tell you, I'm all over the place, so sorry, and is you will need any type of decorative scissors, edging scissors. So use any one you want, you know, it doesn't really matter. So I'm actually going to use this one. I think that pattern is really pretty, so that is what I'm using. Okay, so what the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and measure out where you're going to cut. And I'm going to zoom in real close here so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. Now if you have a Tim Holtz ruler, you can pretty much, you know, gauge where your where you're going to cut, and you can grab a pencil and mark it. But I did do the measurement beforehand, so I know that at the edge of my ruler to here, to the 9.5 mark, is the 4.5, I believe it was, is where I cut it. So I cut it at the 4.5 mark. So then next, you're just going to go ahead and grab your scissors and cut this down. I don't know about you, but I don't use my decorative scissors that much anymore. And I was like, oh, this is pretty nice using these things again. I think it's been years since I've used them. Most of the time we use our die cuts and stuff, so, but yeah, I really enjoy it. You know, one thing you want to do is go ahead and you want to wet the back of that. So I have some water here where you can, you know, lick it, whatever you want to do. I just didn't want to do that on camera. So you want to close that up, just like that. Let's see if it'll let it. Hopefully it'll let it. Okay. And, or you could probably just squirt your finger. Maybe that might work better. Okay. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and flip it over. And you'll go ahead, and you can go ahead and do this if you want to now. You can open that up, stick your whole hand inside of that top portion of your envelope, and then go ahead and put in the bottom part. So you know it's going to fit. And it should fit like this. Okay? So this is your bottom part, and this is your top part. Or you can, however you would like. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out just a bit more. There we go. Okay, that's what you're going to do there. And then you don't have to use the corrugated tool if you don't want to. But it's up to you. I mean, whatever you want to do. You're going to stick the bottom part of your card, your envelope, into the corrugated thing. And you're going to go ahead, whoops. And you're going to go ahead and just twist that. Okay? And then you get that. Look. So you can either, and you know, it's strictly up to you how you want to do this. You can either go ahead and leave it like this, or you can use your inks to ink it up. I did one earlier, and I just inked it up with my tool, with my Tim Holtz tool, and you know, I just dipped it in the ink and then went around it. I thought the one that I used was the Stormy Sky. I just thought it looked really nice on that corrugated look. And then we're going to go ahead and ink this part up just a tad. And I already cut these out. So the one, I tried to keep the measurements really simple for y'all, but the one thing that I wanted to do was I really wanted to place this, let me go ahead and ink this up a little bit more. I wanted to make the front a little bit bigger, the mat a little bit bigger. So I used odd measurements, and you can measure your squares out, or your, you know, to whatever you want, dimensions you want. I did this one at 3 7/8 by 4.5. So I think that's, yeah, 3 7/8 going this way. Okay. So it's this way, 3 7/8, and then 4.5 this way, lengthwise. So that's what I did, and for that one. So we're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna write that down real quick, because you know I'll get busy creating and I'll stick it down on the paper, and then I will forget. So Yep, that's me. Oh, I forget short-term memory. That's what I got. That's what I got. So, okay. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and put this down here. That. And I try to get my stuff straight. Sometimes it's kind of crooked, so apologize if it's crooked. So there you go. And let me zoom in just a bit more. There we go. So that's what it looks like, okay? And then for the top part, for the second mat, what I did is I went ahead and already measured that out, and it's 3, well, it's actually, it would be probably 4 and 3.5, so it's so this way, lengthwise is 3.5 by 4. So I just love this paper. So pretty, so pretty. Oh, you know what I wanted to do is put some extra. Okay, turn that right side up. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I told you sometimes I have short-term memory about what I'm going to do. So I'm going to ink the edges on this. I knew that that's what I was forgetting to do. And you don't have to ink the edges on your paper if you don't want to. I know some people don't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just depends on like if I want the edges to like show up, you know, a little bit more. Okay, so there's that. And then I went ahead. Now this is the tough part because I just don't know what I want to do here. I cannot make up my mind because all of these are just so gorgeous that I want to use them all. So I think I'm going to go, with, you know what, since we're doing flower seeds, I'm going to do this one. I think I'm going to do this one. See, I like this one too. I think I'm doing this one. Okay. So, what I wanted to do with this one is I wanted to, let me get this a little bit better. Now again, on this one, I think I showed you guys that this is the one, let me zoom out real quick. This is the one where all of those pictures came from, okay? So, and this one is called the Felicity 6, and this is from the Authentique Felicity Collection. But they're all just so beautiful, and I just couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to use. So, okay. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to use this one, and I was going to tie the ribbon around it, but I think, and I'm going to use this lovely ribbon that seam binding that Tamara gave me, and I think I'm going to use both the color, the blue and the yellow, because they're so pretty. They're just so pretty together. And So I think what I might do is just go ahead and like make it into a tag. So I'm going to cut that real quick. All right, so I just picked a basic white eyelet, and of course my phone is going off. So, okay. You know what? I'm gonna add this too. Sorry, I told you. When I start crafting, or you know, when I start creating my things, I'm just like all over because I think one thing and then I'm like, no, I want to do another thing. I want to add this. I don't know if y'all do that too. But I can't help it. I don't know if all that's gonna fit through there. Let's see. I may not have to. I may be able to use that. I don't know if it's going to fit through that hole. I know these two will. I know what I'll do with that dark one. Okay. So these two fit through it. Okay. And I'm just going to tie a knot. Okay, and this is the first video I've ever done, just to let y'all know. I've never really crafted or done a project on video before. So this is my very first one that I am doing. So I'm a little nervous just because, you know, it's my first one and all, and you know, I just want to make sure everything's, I know nothing is ever perfect, but I just want to make sure that y'all are happy with, you know, what I'm creating. And if you have any questions or anything, just leave me a comment below. Be nice on my comments. I love to read all your guys' comments. So, but, yeah. Okay. This one's going to be a little bit shorter. Okay. So that's how I fit that dark one in there. And then this, I'm just going to go ahead and, I don't know if I like that dark. I like the dark one, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep that on there. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so we are going to go ahead, and I'm going to, I should have did this before, because I didn't think about it until after I did it. And we're just going to ink around this pretty lightly, not really dark, just pretty lightly. How's that? Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to lay it crooked. You could put yours on however you want. This is just my design and how I thought it would look. I mean, how I like it. Let's see. You know what? I think on this, I was going to try to hook it on here, but I think I just kind of want it beside there, like maybe like that. So I'm going to use my E6000 again, just because I'm not, I know there's some other glues out there that hold a little bit, and they don't really smell as bad as this does. But until I get some of that, we're just going to set it like that. And this is the little trinket from Tamara's shop, the little bike trinket. Isn't that just adorable? So stinking cute. So cute. Okay, so now on this one, this is the bottom half. Oh, let me show you this. This is what it looks like. Okay. So, and that didn't take any time at all. And they go really fast. So on the bottom part of your card, you want to go ahead and you can lay your squares down. I think what I want to do is I want to put this up here. Okay. And then on this one, you can get your stamp, whatever you're going to use. Okay. But you can use whatever inks you have. I just think this nautical blue would go really well with this paper. I mean, Authentique just really creates the most beautiful papers. And there we go. Okay. And that's my Happy Mother's Day. Okay, and again, I'm just going to lightly ink the edges, just because I want it to kind of stand out from the other paper. And with this tag, you still have room to sign your name or a little, whatever little sentiments on the bottom part. You know, if you wanted to add your own personal touch, you could do that. And I went ahead and rounded the corners off prior to the video, but I just used a corner rounder punch. So. And you're just going to add that right on top of there. That. And then you're going to add your seed packets. I have some seeds here. And you're just going to go ahead and slip that in there. That. Now the back you can decorate if you'd like. You don't have to. So, you know, it's completely up to you on however you want to do your, and this is what I need to open this up a little bit. And you can bend that part and you can take that out, okay? And then make sure that you stick your hand in there. I know I'm doing this some of off camera, so I'm showing you again. So, and you can just bend that in there, and there you go. So there's your cute little Mother's Day card gift or whatever you'd like to put inside of your little card. And I think that's it. So anyway, thanks for tuning in today. I hope that you enjoyed my video. I apologize if I was off camera during times I wasn't watching the camera. So I guess I should have been. But anyway, just want to let you know I appreciate you guys tuning in today and watching me create this fun little card for Tamara at the Country Crafts Creations. Okay? If you like any of the stuff I used today, please head over to her shop. Thank you so much. Bye.